Hey everybody, welcome to Fusion Ward, and Knux, and this is episode 3 of my Let's Play Dark Souls. I have no idea if this one video is going to be like the rest of them and have those horrible, like, I don't know, cuts or whatever. Not even cuts, they're just like breaks in the video, but I'm guessing they probably will. So thank you for bearing with me so far, guys and gals. Really do appreciate it. It means a lot to me. Now, what kind of character were we building? It's been a very long time since I've played on this character, so you have my apologies. It's just I don't remember. It looks like we were going an all-strength build. Strength and endurance, actually. Okay. Alright, well, using that knowledge, what do we have for items? Battle axe. Alright. I guess we're just rocking the Zweihander then. Probably going for a Zwei level 10 plus lightning enchant. But that's a little ahead of this. So, I believe where we left off... Okay, so we killed the boar, clearly. And I'm assuming we were moving on to the next boss, which happens to be in the area we're in, which is the Undead Parish. Now, the Undead Parish, from what I remember, is a meeting place for... Now, this is just my memory, mind you, but I believe it's a meeting place for the Way of the White, like where they would go to, you know, pray to the gods or goddesses or what have you that they particularly worship, and it's also a place with some importance in the lore for another reason. Which is this here statue. Some people believe this statue depicts Gwendolyn, I think is her name, or is it Gwendolyn or Guinevere? I always get the two names mixed up. I think it's Guinevere, the lady anyway. So she's, I believe, Gwyn's daughter, yeah, I think she's his daughter. Oh man, it's been a while since I even looked at the lore of this game. And her child, one of her children. But I'm not sure. Or it could be Gwyn's wife and one of her kids. It's really, like, it's not obvious who it's supposed to be. The robes that they wear are like the robes worn by the followers of the Way of the White. So it could also just be the mother of the founder of whoever, or a founder of the Way of the White. The fact that there are doves and stuff on top of the altar and that's dedicated to whoever this was. It's kind of interesting. And oh, that's something I never noticed before. This is kind of like a tiny, stupid thing that probably most people have noticed before, but you see the little lambs there? On the side, like, okay, that's not really gonna highlight it now, Knux. Right where, about right where I'm kicking there is just like, right there. There's a little lamb on that, and a little lamb on this side, too. Huh. There's some interesting little things I never really picked up on before. But yeah, this place houses some hallowed knights of Baldur, which Baldur is one of the, I think, 4 kingdoms that are connected to the kingdom of Laudren. Which are, I believe, the 4 kingdoms, I believe, are Kyrim, Baldur, the place that Iron Tarkus and those knights hail from, which I never remember, and then Astora. Ow! You guys have got to just die. No, stop. Would like very much not to die, thank you. Murder. Oh, jeepers. Man, am I that out of practice? Wow, I got killed by a Baldur knight. That takes some serious, like, failure on my part. You can tell how long it's been since I played the dang game. Alright. Alright, round 2, MFs, round 2. Wowzers, I am way out of practice. Yeah. This is the first Dark Souls episode I've recorded in a long while, so... I'm recording a few different episodes at once at the moment, so that's why I'm kind of out of sorts. You know, when you play a bunch of different games all in a short sit-in at the same time, it messes with you controls-wise too, which is something I never realized until now. So I'll murder these guys and I'll go kill some Baldur Knights, And then from there, I'm trying to decide where we should go to next. Because we could defeat the next boss, if that's something you guys want. We could go explore some of the other areas in Dark Souls. I could give you a few more lore lessons on a few other places. We could go hunting for some of the other items that you can find that are a little harder to get, or like I could give you some tips on where to find certain items that are good for certain Dark Souls builds. There's just a lot of stuff we could do. There's a bunch of optional boss fights we could do. We have a bow, alright, let's just use it. Uh-oh. It pissed them both off after all. Oh, it pissed all three off. Now that's something I won't be able to handle, is three of them. Not likely anyway. Oh jeez, oh jeez, yeah, I'm gonna die. Oh boy. Nope, nope, do not want, do not want. Squish. Oh, Swyhander, I missed you so much. Oh, shoot. Eh. Squish. Pancake. Oof, that was bad. If he had have actually blocked or deflected that at all, I would have been out of stamina and he could have easily killed me. Whew, okay. You can tell I'm out of practice because I'm not fighting the way I normally do. I'm a lot more sloppy. Okay, if I remember correctly, there should be an item out this way that we can use. I don't know if I've picked it up yet or not, though. It was not very convenient to have to fight them all at once. Let's see. Oh, it looks like I did. It was the halberd. We must have picked it up. Yeah, we did. Halberd is a pretty decent weapon. It scales with either strength or dex, and it requires only a little bit of dex and an okay, like a modest amount of strength to use. And it's got very long range, which makes it pretty a pretty good like even stats build weapon. It's also one that, oops, shoot, I misclicked. It's also one that it's also a weapon that upgrades really nicely. It gets a lot of damage in the later upgrades, as opposed to some weapons that don't upgrade as well. Some don't have as high a damage cap, whereas the halberd has a relatively decent damage cap. Though nothing's gonna really top the Zweihander. We're probably gonna be using this weapon until near end game because it's just so damn powerful. Until we get at least we get one other weapon. Which reminds me, we don't have it yet. That might be something to do. There is a certain fight. I don't want to say it's a boss fight, but it's a fight that we could do. That would be a complete and utter nightmare to do, but we would get a really good item out of it. Damn it. You jerk. Even two-handed, we're not getting any traction against this guy. That's the thing that makes Boulder Knights such a pain to fight. Even when you have like extremely powerful gear, they can still screw you over because they focus not on being aggressive, but right there, as you saw, on countering any attack you make. So he killed me in one hit. And that's just one of the reasons why Boulder Knights are a nightmare to fight. Like, I'd rather fight bosses over tangling with a group of Boulder Knights, especially the ones with bucklers for shields, because those are the ones that parry your attacks constantly. They're just a real pain in the ass to fight. Unless you have like a specific build, well, not a specific build, a few specific builds, they can really make you have a bad day. The Knights of Boulder, I'm trying to remember what their lore is. It's been a very long time, you gotta remember. I think they send their troops out all across the land in quest for glory in that, and that like something to do with them not like coming back until they've earned their place in history, or something like that. Or I might be getting confused with this Stora. I don't know. It's been a long time since I looked into the lore. I should do that again. I'll probably do that before my next episode of this, because that way I'll at least be able to confirm or deny different things about them and other NPCs/enemies in the game. But yeah, oh look at that, we just got a humanity. Gosh, I love this Zweihander. It's so OP. But yeah, so gonna have to fight this boulder though in order to get up here, because if we want to be able to fight the next boss, we're gonna need to be able to get up these stairs, and this boulder is gonna make it very much a pain to do that. You can tell. I could probably try and parry one of his attacks, but it would be a little bit tricky. What with the input lag that comes from playing this while recording, and the fact that there's such a huge room for error when it comes to this Y-hander. It is such a powerful weapon, but it leaves you super open if you fudge a swing, like if you fudge an attack. It leaves you completely defenseless. Oh, that hurt. Okay, yeah, this is gonna be a pain. Alright, what do you boys and girls want? Ugh. Get wrecked! Oh gosh. This is what I mean by even common enemies in this game can really mess you up if you're not prepared. Oh gosh. See that we were almost at the end of our stamina there, and because of that, they managed to like do some serious damage. But you can't beat the stopping power of this Y-hander. You land a hit on them when their guard is down, they're toast. Just like most enemies in the game. And it just feels good to be able to slam down a bunch of them at once. Alright. Now, the Y-hander is what some people might consider doing a strength build, and using the Y-hander is what some people might consider being cheap. I don't think so, because the thing is with the Y-hander, it is powerful. It's one of those weapons that will wreck like just about everything, but it comes at a serious cost, and that cost is accuracy. You have to be accurate. If you miss on a strike, you can easily be killed before you even manage to get another strike in. So, this is where the boss, the next boss is, through these doors, or boss is, should I say. I'm a little hesitant to go fight them right now because we have some humanity and I'd rather use that. So I'm going to actually, because I know it's kind of frustrating since we just got here to head all the way back, but I am going to, because what I'm going to do, oh for crying out loud, see some jerk put his sign or whatever there is, some writing on the ladder so that people couldn't take the ladder down. They'd have to fall and probably take full damage just in case it might kill someone. That's how you know someone's a jerk, if they do it there. That means they're doing that to be a dick, like on purpose. Since we're just going back to the bonfire, let's just drop down here. If they come attack us, it's not a big deal because we're gonna run straight to the bonfire. Run away, run away, run away, run away, flee the boulder knights that are insane. Oh boy, let's keep going. Nope, 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 do not want. Are they still following? Oh yeah, they totally are. They're real jerks, you know that? If they follow me all the way down here, then I'll fight them, but I don't think they will. Yeah, I figured they wouldn't be able to get here in time. Okay, so let's kindle. So in order to kindle, we need reverse hallowing. So we have 3 humanity, which I believe we earned. I don't think I popped any humanity in the last episode, but we earned that from killing enemies. So by offering humanity to the flames of our bonfire, it allows us to return to being human. As you can see, now we have actual skin and not just charred flesh. And then, once we're human, we can do a few different things, one of which is going to be we can kindle. And what kindling does is, right now we have 5 Estus. If we kindle, we'll have 10 Estus flasks. And right now we can only kindle to the one time, or wherever we are kindle until we have 10 Estus. However, in some later points of the game, we'll be able to kindle till we have 20. So, as you can imagine, 20 Estus flasks is a heck of a lot better than 10. As just like 10 is a heck of a lot better than 5. So yeah, now we'll go see about fighting the next boss. Or bosses, if you will. Stop it, you jerk. Nope. One thing I've wondered for a while is who these common enemies are, like these just like hollow warriors and hollow whatever. I think they're just supposed to just be random people, like random soldiers that have died, but I can't help but wonder if there's more to them than that. Like, maybe they're specific soldiers in that, like from specific kingdoms that just fell and they were nameless. But I'm hoping that there's like an actual like place that they hail from, like a specific place. Who knows? Maybe they're from Lodran and maybe they're just Lodran soldiers or something. I don't know. I think though Lodran is the name of the entire land, like all the kingdoms combined, kind of deal. Like kind of like it would be the country, and each kingdom would be like a state or what have you. But I'm not sure about that. Oh, boulder legging. Okay, is that better than what we have? I think it would be. It's probably heavier. Yeah, it's a lot heavier. So we're not going to equip it for now, but once we get a certain item later on, we probably will, because I like the boulder set. It's pretty handy. Very well-rounded piece of armor, or set of armor. Come on, attack me. There's a good boy. Now die. Ow. Just die. Just make my life easier and just fall. Man, we attack so freaking slowly. It's so hard to get used to this, because on another one of on my characters that I did like a little tiny bit of pre-fighting so I could remember the controls, and that before this is so much faster, like insanely faster. It's funny how much a difference that makes. Alright, now the two things you need to know about whenever you turn human, like you reverse your hallowing, is this. One, it allows you to summon other people or NPCs when you go to fight a boss, or allows you to put down, or allows you to be invaded by other people, or by other people who want to kill you for your humanity. This is what you call a summon sign. This one is for Solaire, the NPC we probably met earlier, I'm assuming. Solaire is, well, he's got a lot of lore behind him, like a ridiculously large amount of lore. So before getting into that, I think it'd be more interesting to show you. Knight Solaire of the Sunlight, Covenant, I believe. So he'll summon flawlessly because he's an NPC, but if we were going to try and summon a person, it would be a lot more, you know, on and off, I guess. Like it's not as reliable. All right, so now we're gonna see the next boss. As soon as we enter here, he won't attack us right away, but you'll see in a second here. I just want to get one thing. Yeah, I better just put in the freaking hotbar. I didn't want to do this, but you know. Okay. So he is this gentleman right here, or two gentlemen, if you will. The Bell Gargoyle of Undead Parish. This is a tough boss fight, especially if you are low level or you don't know the mechanics of the fight. We've got Solaire with us, which is very, very lucky because he can distract this enemy fairly well. But he alone will get his butt kicked if we don't help. So let's do that. Oh gosh, I done messed up. Oh dear, no help, no stamina. Whew. There we go. Cut his tail off. That's something that you can do. Wasn't sure if we were going to get it, so I didn't want to say anything. Oh, and now there's a second one. Once you get the first gargoyle down to a certain point, the second one spawns in. Oh, that's not great. That's definitely not great. Oh, hello. These are guardians that were put here to stop undead from completing the undead pilgrimage. Whoa, no. Just die. Oh, that's less than good. suffice it to say. I'm so glad Solaire is still alive, because if he wasn't, I would be so dead right now. Oh no, I'm dead. Yeah, I'm dead. Oh, you see how quickly you die. These guys are no joke. They're pretty tough. Okay, I think I'm going to have to unequip this boar helmet. It's making me far too slow. I just can't have that in this fight. There. Oh, yes, I can actually roll again. Good gosh, that is unfortunately completely necessary. Oh, I just realized my mouse cursor was on the screen. That's not good. Sorry about that, guys and gals. Now, we could go ahead and summon Solaire. Again, like use a humanity and reverse hollowing and summon Solaire again, but I'd rather go in there and try and fight him a couple times without it. But this time, I'm going to show you something that will make the fight like a completely whole other fight. It'll make it so much easier. It makes the fight almost a joke. And that is the item that I put in my I don't want to say hotbar, but in my quick items slot before that fight. I was hoping to use it at the end there if I needed to, but I thought like towards the end of the fight that we were doing there that we would have gotten it without too much trouble. We would have like killed those guys without too much trouble, but I was wrong apparently. So we're going to go fight them again, this time on our own, but we're going to use that item, which is gold pine resin. Gold pine resin is an item that allows you to, if I didn't explain this before, I apologize, and if I did, I apologize because I'm going to explain it again. It's an item that allows you to enchant temporarily your weapon with a lightning damage effect. Now that lightning damage effect is very good against certain bosses. For example, gargoyles and dragons. Both of those are extremely susceptible to lightning. So we'll have to hope that by doing this, we'll be in a better position to fight them. Problem is our endurance is so low right now that even unequipping that boar helm, we're still extremely slow. Ugh, point in case. Come on, attack me, you big jerk. Okay, good. Okay, I'm just trying to get rid of them as painlessly as possible for us. Okay. Now, they were put here, there's some speculation on this, but they people seem to believe, or mostly agree anyway, upon the fact that the gargoyles were probably put here to stop undeads from completing the task. Or not completing, but from stop them from progressing with the task of the undead pilgrimage, and that ringing different bells. Oh dear, I forgot the boss fight starts right away afterwards. Oh, that's not good. You're gonna make my life more difficult, aren't you, Mr. Gargoyle? Oh, yes you are. Ow. I'm glad I had my input lag there, because I didn't have my hand on the button for blocking there. Let's see if we can't get our items first, especially if we die here. Okay, good. So at least we got back our souls and our humanity, so if we die again, at least we won't have lost everything. Okay, so this guy's pretty injured. He's not quite yet at the point where he calls the other gargoyle, which we're lucky about that, but in a minute he probably will. Like right now, yeah, he did. Oh gosh, okay, heal up. We might be able to do this without the gold pine resin, but I doubt it, because we're not doing nearly enough damage. Oh gosh, yeah, I may have bitten off more than I can chew. I should have popped the gold pine resin right away. Okay, this is the opportunity I need. Yes, thank you for being stupid. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Wow, that was lucky. Oh no, I'm still gonna die. Ah, the stupid flames. Because we're undead, we're more susceptible to fire. I completely forgot about that. Ah. Oh, I'm an idiot. Can't see it, but I'm like face palming so hard right now. Okay, alright. For the sake of time, I'm going to pop a humanity, summon Solaire, and use a gold pine resin, all of which bother me, by the way. I really hate wasting gold pine resin. It is not an easy to get item. Like, it's the kind of thing that we're only going to get a little bit of it, probably, in the game. Until we reach a certain point, and then by then we're still going to have a hard time getting any more. But, hopefully, that said, it will be able to do it in this try when we summon Solaire. And who knows, maybe we'll get lucky and we'll find some other people I can summon and put them in the video. I don't know, you never know. We might. Oh man, I can't believe how badly I did. I'm normally, I swear, I'm not this bad normally, but it's like anything else. Like when you're out of practice at something, and when you like take a very long time before playing something, you're gonna like mess up. It's kind of goes with that thing. Ow. Like, I just got hit by a common enemy, so... Yeah, so... Not very proud of myself, let's put it that way. Still feels great. Pancaking enemies is one of the most gratifying things in this game. But yeah, I hope we don't get invaded is the only thing. Every time I go human, that's what I'm always worried about. Double pancake. In case the first one doesn't work. If your parents ever ask you, would you like one pancake or two, say, I always go double pancake. Double pancake. Whoa. That could have been bad. Oh. Still could be bad because I'm an idiot. I'm not going to die again. No, I forbid that from happening. Oh. I am so bad today. I didn't want to backstab him. I wanted to kill them both in one swing, but whatever, game. What he dropped? A broken straight sword. Completely useless right now. That won't be useful until near end game, because that's the only time you can use it to make anything useful. But yeah, the Undead Parish is where the first Bell of Awakening is, if you haven't figured that out already. And it is immediately after this boss fight that we're currently working on, which I would normally have gotten on the first try because I'm normally not this freaking horrible. But for whatever reason, I am just sucking so much today at everything. Ah well. Hopefully Solaire will help me out on this one. Man, oh man, though, I can't believe how bad I'm doing. It's like a whole other level of stupid on my part. Or on my part. Oh, hello. Nope, come on Solaire, give me a hand, buddy, attack him. Piss him off, please. Thank you. That's what I needed. Now I'm just gonna go grab my souls. Run over here. Solaire might die here, but at least I managed to get the lightning going. No, Solaire, don't die! My brother in arms, do not die! Squish goes the gargoyle! See that there? He's almost dead already with 2 strikes. And we missed. Oh, that's gonna be bad. Nope, nope, nope. If he had hit me there, he could have knocked me off the edge. Oh, fire. Fire's no good. Oh, I used the wrong button. Heal. Oh, no. You guys are all jerks. You're all jerks, you know that? Heal. Ow, I was afraid of that. He's got me separated from Solaire, which is really not great here either, because of that attack. Ugh. So much fire. Solaire, I can't get to him to help him. Okay, he killed one of the gargoyles all on his lonesome. Oh, that's not good. Nope. Oh shoot, I'm in the fire. No, 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 get out of the fire. Don't stand in the fire. Thanks, Solaire. Solaire one-man that whole fight himself. It wasn't even me. So there you go. Solaire is a badass. Thank you, Solaire. In more ways than one. Whenever you guys, when I eventually explain the lore of Solaire to you, you will see why I say, in more ways than one, Solaire is a badass. He really is. So, that is the second boss defeated, and we got a bunch of souls, so that's good. Let's actually heal completely. It's because I'm freaking paranoid now. And now, we will go up to the top of this bell tower and ring the Bell of Awakening, the first of the 2 Bells of Awakening. We have to be careful though, because if somebody kills us, or spawns into our world and kills us now, we'll be in a bad place. if I was doing a faith build run, I would probably start putting my summoning sign down so people could summon me to help them with this fight, but I am in no position to do that right now. There's the first bell. And slide down. And now when we get to the back down there to where we right after we got to the room we were in right after we fought those gargoyles, we might meet somebody. Like right here.
Greetings. I am Oswald of Karim, the power. Thou appearest to lack faith. Yet magnanimous are the gods. Cometh thou to confess, or to accuse? For indeed all sins my domain.
We'll learn the gesture. Well, what is it? And this is Oswald of Karim, Oswald the what is this actual title? Oswald the Pardoner. So Oswald, his purpose in the game is kind of like well, first of all, you can buy certain things from him, like purging stones to reduce curse buildup, which is a really nasty debuff you can get in the game. Indictments, which allow you to report other players that have invaded you. It doesn't really do much to them, but it's like kind of like you're basically giving them a in-game middle finger. You can buy a homeward bone to return to the last bonfire, whatever. Book of the Guilty, checklist of indicted players. Now, that's useful if you're part of a certain covenant. Same as the indictments are a little more useful if you are. You can get Karmic Justice as well, which is a spell I've never actually been able to use properly. I don't remember why. I think it says it's a faith thing, but I think it goes off of your magic, or not your magic, but your intellect. So how much damage it does, something like that. Anyway. And then Velka's Talisman is for mages. And then there's Bloodbite Ring, which it boosts your bleeding resistance. Not very useful, really, because you don't really need that. Given like you have certain usable items on you. Poison Bite Ring boosts your poison resistance. Once again, you don't really need it if you have certain items on you, and a Ring of Sacrifice, which it breaks, but when you die, but it allows you to keep your souls when you die. So, and humanity. So that's what Oswald sells, and you can request absolution. Say you killed an NPC or say you joined a covenant, and that covenant allowed you to do certain things as long as you didn't attack or didn't leave the covenant, because if you leave the covenant, the members of the covenant you're in will be angry at you. So then you leave that covenant to go do something else, to maybe join a different one, and then maybe you want to get back into that covenant later. The covenant you were in previously is obviously mad at you because it was one of the criteria for being a member was not to leave it. So you go to Oswald to request absolution, and then for a cost he can make the original covenant you were a member of treat you like nothing happened. But yeah, Oswald's pretty funny. He's a pretty silly fella. He's from Karim too, which is one of the four or five kingdoms, like I mentioned, that are like kind of bordering Loudren or in Loudren. I swear I always think Loudren is like the whole place, or that it's like just part of like one of the kingdoms in all the different in the whole land. But I think it's supposed to be the entire area. Like Loudren is the continent, and like Karim and Baldur and all these places are like the states or whatever. They're the places that are like I guess maybe they're like their own individual countries. You got countries and then continents. Maybe, I don't know. Hard to say. All I know is that Karim is from a bordering like one of the bordering kingdoms. So, and there was some speculation for a while that one of the Dark Souls games might take place in Kyrene, but as of yet, I don't think they've, because I haven't played Dark Souls 2 to completion. Oh, no, yeah, I have played Dark Souls 2 to completion. I haven't played Dark Souls 3 at all, so I don't know if maybe some parts of it take place in Kyrene. I don't even know the lore because I've been purposely holding off on it. I've wanted to play that game real bad, but I can't afford it. It's a little out of my budget, suffice to say. But yeah, so we got a bunch of souls. So the question is now, should we level up and put a whole bunch of points into our strength or in our endurance, or should I, there's a lot of different things you have to decide between, like vitality will increase the amount of health we have. We could put some points into our endurance so that we can move a little freer and put our stamina up, which I think I may do that. So let's see, I'll put in, well, let's see, how many points in vitality could we get? Quite a few. How many strength? This is a hard choice. I think I'll bring our endurance up to well, I guess I'll bring it up to 19 then, so that we have a bunch more stamina, because that's one of the things that's going to be seriously holding us back. Plus, it's going to make it so that we can roll a little bit easier. So let's equip our boar helm again, and we'll see if we still have speedy roll. Nah, I mean, it's not that much slower. It's decent. So yeah, that's cool. So now we have to decide as to where to go next. How long have I been recording? I guess I can get to the next, like, bonfire, without too much trouble. There's an enemy down here we could fight, or we could speak with Andre, which is, this blacksmith right here. Andre, there's some mixes of different lore. The developers, I think, said that, in some of like the hidden commentary and stuff like that, I think they said that they were well, there's some speculation anyway that they were possibly going to make him be
you must be a new arrival. I'm Andre of Astora. If you require smithing, then speak to me.
There was some speculation that he might have been going to be like a member of the royal family, but it was never made fully clear, and it's clear that now he's not, but they're not, like, they didn't make it very, like, a lot of this stuff is all speculation anyway, but suffice to say, there was supposed to be a third child of Gwyn, the Lord of Sunder, and that third child got exiled, and no one knows exactly what happened to him, or where he went. And there's a few characters in this game that the game maybe hints at possibly having been that exiled child. So, I don't know. So, we can reinforce a weapon here. The Zweihander, we could do that, which will put our damage up a great deal, so let's do that. We use our Titanite shards for that. We can also learn a gesture from him, the Hurrah gesture. And then we can repair our equipment. We may as well do that. Excuse me, repair everything. So we don't want anything breaking. And we could also purchase Titanite shards from him for upgrading our equipment. He also sells the Crest of Artorias, which is useful for another spot later in the game. Weaponsmith box, which allows us to upgrade our own gear to level 5 on the fly. Armorsmith box, which allows us to upgrade our armor to level 5 on the fly. And a repair box that allows us to repair our gear on the fly as long as we are by a bonfire. And then he sells a few different weapons here. Some decent ones, like the Bastard Sword and the Broadsword are both pretty good. And some arrows, if that's something you need. Those are always useful. And for now, we're just going to do that. We're just going to upgrade our Zweihander once, and then we're going to go down here. Because there's an enemy down here that is going to be a pain in the butt to get by, but if we can sneak by him, which honestly I would just run past him if you can, because it's a Titanite demon, is what they're called. And you shoot lightning, and they are like, I think they come from the demon ruins, but I'm not sure. But either way, we're entering another biome or another area, which is Darkroot Garden. Oh boy. These twig brush people things are a nightmare to fight sometimes, like whenever you don't have a really powerful weapon. But they're great sources of moss clumps. So you've got bloody moss clumps, you've got purple moss clumps, you've got blooming moss clumps, each of which is a very useful item. Bloody moss clumps allow you to reduce the bleed debuff that you can get on your character from certain enemies' attacks. Oh, one's attacking us. Yeah, there's one. And the purple moss clump allows you to lower the poison debuff, I believe, or it's either toxicity or poison. I forget which debuff that you can get from certain attacks in certain areas in the game. Reduces poison, yeah. And then there's also the blooming purple moss, which the blooming purple moss allows you to reduce toxicity buildup. And it's the best one of the three, but it's also one that you're not going to be using a huge amount. Except when you get to a certain part of the game. So, like, we can go down in here. This is a Darkroot Basin, I believe. And all that there, but I don't really want to mess around in there because it's got some really tough enemies. Dark Souls is such a game to where you can go pretty much anywhere, anytime you want. There's a few areas that we're limited to going, and a few areas that we're like boxed away from, but not many. And usually there are ways of still going to those places, but you have to like complete certain goals first. But in this area, we are in Darkroot Garden. Darkroot Garden. Oh, see those plant guys? There's one there, but there's also one to my immediate right who's hidden. He's like hiding and they won't attack us until we go by. So, oh geez, that was a bad move. That's what I mean by if you miss one attack with this Y-hander, you're in trouble. So, there he is. He waits for you to get by and attack you. I don't know the lore behind these guys. I don't know if there is any. I've never seen anything. Maybe there's some on the moss itself. We can take a look. No, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to... Okay. Medical purple moss clump. Medical purple moss clump reduces poison buildup, cures poison. Poison builds up on the body, and when it breaks out, it causes gradual damage over a period of time. Poison can be exasperating, but so be certain to carry the needed quantity of these moss clumps when destined for afflicted areas. So that didn't tell us anything. So I'm assuming the bleeding one will just be the same thing. It'll say the same stuff. There's an item there. Soul of a large nameless soldier. And I forget if there's another one of those plant dudes around here. But yeah, you'll come to this point and you'll see this glowing door. And you'll be like, oh, it's a glowing door, I want to go in there. But you can't. It's locked by some contraption. The way to get in there, it requires you to buy the Seal of Astora from Andre and then use it here. I would highly recommend not doing that until much, much later in the game, because there's absolutely no reason to really go through there unless you want to join a certain covenant. And then there's this area. Going in here is where we're going to go next, but first I want to show you something. This looks like a regular wall, right? But if we turn the camera... actually, let's turn the camera this way. Stop, get out of the way. Get out of the way! Pest. Okay, if we turn the camera here, you'll see there's something over there. Look, it's a bonfire. So, how do we get there, or how do we get to that bonfire, you may ask? Well, you just hit this wall, and it goes away. Bam. Bonfire. And then we can rest here, level up, and what have you. And then those plant guys will be back, but that's not a big deal. I'm not too worried about them. Down here, we'll find more of those plant dudes, I believe. Okay, so in there's a spot with 3 plant guys that are hiding around that item. If you go over there and you pick up the item, they'll pop up and attack you. I don't even bother picking up the item because it's just like a soul of a nameless soldier, so it's completely useless for the most part, unless you need like 100 souls. But the reason I don't do it is because then after you've set them off once, every time you go into this area again, they won't be hiding anymore. They'll just come and attack you. So you have to fight 3 of them at once, and it's just not worth it. So through this white light, we find Darkroot Forests proper, and this is actually the location of an enemy that I do a lot of farming on usually, because they have they're going to have a few items that we can really use. These guys, these giants. These are, I believe, stone golems is what they're called, and they're kind of a pain to fight because they have their regular attacks, which do a ridiculous amount of damage. They're virtually unhittable, and this attack, this is a slowing move that does a lot of damage, or it causes a big problem because your stamina regenerates super slowly with it, I believe, and you move extremely slowly. Thankfully, we're a strength build, so we're kind of used to moving slowly. But that said. When he has, as I was saying though, when he has his shield up, he's basically untouchable. But if you can get behind him, usually you can have a much easier time killing him. And there's a bunch of these stone golems in this area. The drop chance of their items dropping is very low though, unfortunately. But they have a item that they drop that is extremely useful for a strength build. So useful, in fact, that I may farm it off camera. That's how damn useful it is. And I was hoping to not do any off-camera stuff on this character. But we'll see. We'll see. It depends. If you guys don't want me to farm it off camera, drop me a comment. If you want me to farm it on camera, drop me a comment. Either way, drop me a comment so I know what you guys want to see. Yeah, that was a spider creature that was lying in wait, as you can see. Like a lizard spider thing. I guess it's not technically a spider at all. It's a snake lizard thing. Whatever. But yeah, that allows us to get the partisan, which is a spear item. It's not super useful, but you know. But yeah, the lore for this place I'm not 100% familiar with, but I do know that these stone golems that we've been fighting, like the big dudes, they are protectors of this place. Oh look, another snake dude lying in wait. Let's F him up. Squish goes the snake dude. Yeah, he's toast. Now, let's go see about fighting another one of these stone guys. Yeah, right here. Okay, so we got a hit in on him. Ow. Okay, I had to switch to one-handing. This is a one-hander for here. Because these guys do hit hard. Oh, good, good, good. Wow, we staggered him with that hit. Nice. That's just a testament to how powerful this Y-hander is. So, now the thing I haven't mentioned, I don't think, about humanity that you may want to know is, you know our humanity counter there, now that we're human, it's glowing. And because we have one extra humanity, it has 0-1 on it. The higher your humanity counter from 0 to 10, up like going from 0 to 10, it will increase your item finding ability. So say we really wanted to farm an enemy's drops, like these stone golems, we would want to pop about 10 different humanity to be able to do that, because if we pop 10 different humanity, then we would have an item finding chance of about 200 or 300 out of 1,000, which is not bad. It's about 20 or 30% chance then, but it's also not great. So here's what we're going to do now. We're going to take our bow out, because these stone golems over here are protected by these little annoying forest tree guys. So we're going to aggro one of them and get him to come out. Pancake him a couple times. Okay. And then get the bow out again. And do the same thing to the other one, because there's two on either side of them. There's these two that are closest to us, and then on the other side of the iron golem, or stone golems, there's two more. So, yeah, come here, you. Could you hurry the heck up and get over here? There you go. Okay, good. He's dead, and we got some more blood red moss clump, whatever. Let's unequip those, because I don't need any of that stuff in my quick bar now. Okay, so we should be able to now aggro. Well, there's two golems there, two stone golems, and two more of those plant people. So I'm actually going to take the long way around if I can. Oh, nope, there's also one over here. I forgot about this guy. But yeah, I kind of want to kill the 2 plant guys there first. I love that we can stagger those guys. They're so big and beefy. Nope. Not hitting me with that one. No, bad. Die. Alright. Cool, so, now then, we're going to go all the way around, like I was saying, and we're going to shoot the other 2 plant guys and aggro them and get rid of them first. Oh, I just saw them. There you are, you buggers. It is a bit of... What was that? I thought I heard one of the stone guys. I was like, what? Why is he up already? Oh, come on, really? There, got one of them. Okay, so you're gonna be a big old pain, aren't you? Okay, fine then. Die. Pancake, double pancake, whatever. You're still a pancake. Get rid of this little shrub that's in the way. And then attack the other plant guy over there. What? Oh, come on, really? There we go. So he's got a blooming purple moss clump, so that's a useful one. The reason the purple ones are so useful is toxicity is a much worse debuff than poison. Because you got poisoning, which gradually reduces your health over time, and you got toxicity, which makes your health plummet, just like bleeding. Okay, now that all the plant guys are dead, we can fight these 2, or one at a time, like I like to. And you do that just by getting close to them, aggroing one, and pulling him far away. Come on, you big jerk. You're just gonna be a pain, ain't you? Very well, I'll piss you off enough to make you come over here. Yeah, that's right. Someone's shooting at you. It doesn't feel good, does it? Come on. You might also notice we have 11 Estus flasks right now. Those 11 Estus flasks, the reason we have over 10 is because somebody else kindled a bonfire that we rested at most recently. So when another player does that, oh crap, it gives anyone else that rested at that bonfire recently an extra Estus flask, which I'm glad he did now because we wound up having to use one. So you see now how we were out of the AoE area of when he launched his slowing ability, but now we're being affected by it anyway. It's an AoE around him, so it's a really good decision to do that by the devs. Like that was a really good choice on their part. It makes fighting these stone golems considerably harder, like way harder than it would have been otherwise. Than if it was just like in a certain area. Oh, he dropped it! Holy cow! That's the item we wanted, right there. The stone great shield. It requires insane amounts of strength to wield. Yep, I figured. Won't be able to use it for a while. But, wow. So, okay, so it requires 38 strength to be able to use it. So, as you can imagine, we're a ways off from that. So, but when we get there, we definitely want to get our strength to 38 then, because now that we have that, that shield is literally like having ultimate defense. You can take almost any hits and not have to worry about it with that shield. It's like the best shield in the game, in my opinion. Apart from Havel's shield, which is a whole other story. Wow, I can't believe we got that. I've never been that lucky to get it on the first go. There's also the Elite Knight set, if you're looking for it, behind these guys. It's what they're protecting. Come on. I'm gonna hit you with a strike. You're going to use your slow ability, which means I'm going to take advantage of that opportunity to hit you with a couple double-handed strikes. There we go. Or dual-wielded strikes. They're also a pretty good source of early game souls, because they each drop about 600. Alright, and then there's this. So this is a tree creature. See how it's moving on its own? So, this may seem like an impenetrable pass, but you can actually attack it in order to get by. It has a health bar. Only problem is that it takes a lot of hits, even with a powerful weapon like mine. I mean, that may not seem like that many, but the Zweihander is insanely strong. Like, it does ridiculous amounts of damage. So. And then we fight some enemies down here that have some drops that are really useful for us, too. These are, like, I forgot what you would call them, like frog lizard? Frog skates? Whatever. Either way, they drop an item that's really useful. Green Blossom. So I'm going to unequip this, but I'll leave the Green Blossom, because Green Blossom, when you use it, allows your stamina to regenerate faster. Just watch, I'll get rid of all my stamina. And now watch, it just shoots back up. Really nice, huh? And then down here we have another one of those damn trees. Chop the tree down, and I missed entirely. But yeah, these having like quicker stamina regeneration can be extremely useful, as you can imagine. Especially against like tough boss fights and that. And it's a relatively reliable drop chance too, which is really nice off of those creatures. So there's one in the area we went through earlier, and then there's 3 more over here, unless I'm mistaken. 3 or 4 more. Yeah, here we go. Here they are. So let's see if we can't lure them over this way. I've never tried this before, luring them up here, but we'll see if it's a thing that you can do. So if it is, it could make things a lot easier. You have to fight them all at once, usually. So that's kind of frustrating. Ooh, he drops an item. These are also one of the only enemies that have a clipping bug in them. Yeah, as you can see, that one fell through the ground. There's something wrong with, I don't know if it's the coding or what it is, but it causes these enemies to drop through the ground when they die. So a lot of times when you try to farm them... Oops, I didn't mean to do that. When you try to farm them for the green herbs, they will disappear with the item, which is really annoying. There's one more over here yet, so I guess there'd be a total of 5 that you can get in these 2 areas. Come on, gimme. That's why you walk. Whenever you're done killing them, you walk into them and spam the pickup button, the A button. And a soul of a proud knight. And you can just kind of like go back to the bonfire and they'll respawn and all that there. But the important reason for going over here is we've got more iron golems. So in a complete run through this area, if you kill all the iron golems, I believe you can get 2,500 souls total. Which might not seem like much late game, but early game makes a big difference because you can get a lot of mileage out of that for upgrading your weapons. I love you, Zweihander. Alright, we'll go in through here because there's one more iron golem up here. And I keep saying iron golems, but they're stone golems. It's so slow, I can't wait to get a certain item. Alright. Oh, I messed up. That was a mistake. But hopefully won't be punished for it too badly. Okay, so we hit him there, but we didn't do enough. Oh, jeepers. Yeah, now I might die here because I got greedy. Okay, never mind. I lucked out. That was because I was slowed, so I was trying to switch from two-handed to shield, and it wouldn't let me switch, like, because the animation, by the time it would, like, finish the animation, he'd hit me, so, yeah. One of those annoying things. So, we got our first ring, I think, or one of our first rings, called the Wolf Ring. Yeah, it is our first ring, and it boosts our poise, which sounds like, you know, we're going to be pompous and arrogant now, but no, it actually is one of the most useful rings in the game, because what that means is normally without this ring, if you get hit, you can get stunned. So your character will kind of get knocked back and kind of get staggered, and then he'll have to recover from his stumble, or his staggering, and then be able to fight or block. But with the poise ring, if you get hit, it's like you didn't get hit. You still take the damage. You'll take all the damage still, but you won't be staggered, which is a huge, huge get for whenever you're building a slow character like we are, because it's going to make it so that we can actually take a hit and still deal our damage without having to worry about recovering from it. So now we're going to head all the way back to the bonfire, and I'll probably end the episode there because we did get some headway in this episode, so this is gonna be a long upload to YouTube. Oh, looks like we have one more enemy to fight. One more hurrah before we go. Oh, you little jerk. Die. Just stay dead. Thank you. More purple moss clump, why not? We'll come over here and rest at this bonfire. And we'll actually even level up because I want to put some more points in strength, or at least one more. Alright, everybody, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider leaving a like. If you really like the videos on in the Fusion Ward, consider subscribing. It would mean the world to me and the guys. If you have any suggestions for how I can make this series or any of the other series on the channel better, consider leaving a comment. I'm always open to new ideas and new suggestions. And as always, everybody, this is Knux saying, take care.